Fish came out of about 28 foot of water. Oh, that's better than I thought. Look at that. He just hadn't woke up yet. We had pretty much gave up on catching anything, and then we find this spot. I guess that's why you don't give up. All right, y'all, welcome back. So we just launched a boat out here on the Ohio River. It's about 3:30 p.m. and it's hot today, so we're gonna try to fish the afternoon into the night a little bit, try to beat the heat. But we're gonna be fishing up towards the dam for some big blue cats this afternoon. Should be a good time, so let's go get started. Current speed's about 1.5. It's pretty good. Let's try here where we're at. Made it up here to the dam. We had trouble finding bait today. We rode around for probably an hour and a half looking for bait, but we finally found some. We got a cooler full of giant shad, so we're good on bait. And we brought some frozen skipjack with us to use as well. But up here at the dam, there's not a lot of water moving today, but we knew that on the way up here. It's August, so we haven't had a lot of rain, so river's pretty low. But I think we got just enough current where we can do a little bit of bumping here. We're gonna do that for an hour or so. That'll kind of tell us what kind of mood the fish are in and what kind of bait they're wanting and stuff, and then we'll find some good places to anchor up as it gets closer to dark. So we're excited. If you're not familiar with bumping, we're just going to be taking these graphite rods with braided line, 3-way rigs. We're going to be slowing the boat down in the current, and we're going to be bouncing these baits off the bottom. You'll see what we're doing here in just a minute. We're going to head on over there. Yeah, we're just fishing right under the boat. Let's go over.
I agree. You think about 3 over there or 4?
I'm gonna keep us 2 on. I don't know if there's any current anywhere out here, to be honest.
I'm wondering.
Maybe there's current on the bottom and we can just walk them back.
I think there might be quite a bit down there. Because I let out my bait. Oh, never mind.
Ain't none. There's a fish.
Oh, man.
I must have dropped it right in front of him. There it is. Not bad. Good one for the first one of the day. Look at how quick he hit. Yeah, we moved, there wasn't really enough current over there where we started. We moved over a little bit, got in a little bit of a different spot here. And I made maybe 3 bumps. I think my sinker hit the bottom 3 times. That fish must have been waiting on it down there. On a shad head. That's a good sign. Maybe they're gonna bite for us tonight. All right, so that's the first one of the day. Pretty solid fish. He's probably about 12, 13 pounds, something like that. Solid little fish. You can see all the marks on him. He's kind of beat up. He's got marks there behind his fin. Got some marks down here. I'd say the spawn, I'd say most fish have spawned now. It's August, you know, on the Ohio River. Most of them are probably done. So maybe they're gonna bite for us tonight. That one didn't take long at all to bite. We'll see if we can find a couple more and then we'll go to anchoring. Just throwing chunks about that size. Drop it back down, see if we can hook another one. All right, so we've been bumping for the past hour or so. We caught the one pretty good fish, but there's really just not enough water moving up here today to fish that way. There's only 2 spots that we can bump in, and even then it's not a lot of water moving. So we're gonna change things up. We've spot locked right here below the dam. There's really no current right here, but it's the deepest water around. There's a hole right here about 40 foot deep, and I'm seeing some fish in it. So we're gonna drop our bait straight down. We'll drop them straight down to the bottom, reel them up a couple cranks, and we're just gonna sit here and kind of hover those baits over top of these fish. Hopefully one of them will bite. 2 pieces of skipjack, 2 pieces of shad. We're gonna throw some pretty good sized baits because there should be some pretty good sized fish down here. There's a lot of big fish caught in this spot we're in right now. This has got to be the dullest knife that I've ever cut bait with. So we're gonna be using our medium heavy Ripping Lips HD rods tonight. I've been using these rods for a couple months now, and so far I'm really impressed with them. So we'll talk more about the rods later on, but I got 30-pound monofilament for my main line, down to a 3-way swivel. I got a clip with an 8-ounce sinker on it. We don't have much current here, but I still like to use the heavier weights when suspend fishing just to make sure that bait stays straight up and down. Then I got about 20 inches of 60-pound monofilament down to a circle hook. That's all we're doing. Just drop it down to the bottom. All right, there we go. We got our 4 baits out. We'll give this spot an hour or so. When it gets a little closer to dark, we got a couple spots we want to anchor in. But yeah, I feel good about this spot. We may not catch anything, but it's definitely worth setting some baits down there for a minute and seeing what happens.
Ready for tonight here for night 1 of the Snowcone North-South 100 Land Run.
Is third, Brian Montgomery fourth, Jimmy Owens fifth, and it's Gerald Gilpin.
So we sat here suspend fishing for probably about 30 minutes, but they just changed the flow of the dam, and it's pushing a bunch of current over to where we were trying to suspend fish. So it's just picking our baits up off the bottom and moving them out behind the boat. So that's not going to work. So we really came up here to anchor fish tonight anyway. It'll be dark here in about 45 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and go find some place to anchor up. All right, so we just got anchored up, and it looks like this spot's going to work out well. We've caught a lot of big fish in this spot, but it's hard to anchor up on, because there's normally a bunch of, the current's never consistent here. It's always swirling, swinging the boat around, but looks like it's a pretty straight 1 mile an hour current right here tonight. Looks like it's gonna work out good. So we got a whole cooler full of baits. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 6 rods out. We got a couple of them with just a weight clip to my 3-way swivel. And then we got a couple with some droppers on them about 12 inches long. I'm throwing 8-ounce weights off the corners. And then I got 6 right on the inside of those, and then I'm gonna throw 4 ounces straight out the back. So hopefully there's some fish back here. We're fishing a hump. If the boat's sitting on the hump, we're gonna be fishing the drop off right behind it. If you look right here at the screen, the green area that's highlighted right here in green, that's what the boat's sitting on. It's about 14 foot deep, and then out here behind it, it drops down about 30 foot, so 25 to 30. And there's normally some fish right there on that drop. We've caught some good ones right here, so hopefully there's one down there tonight. If this spot doesn't work out, I got a couple more in mind, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But I feel pretty good, not too tired, so if we're catching fish, we'll stick around for a while tonight.
I'm gonna take a nap real quick. Get some rest. Second team in history. Yeah, they're way back to the weigh-ins, I think.
All right, y'all, so we kind of gave up on fishing the dam tonight. We were up there anchored for probably about an hour or so, and there was Asian carp swimming through our lines the whole time, tangling everything up. We got kind of aggravated about that. There was another spot we wanted to hit, and there was a bunch of people up there, so we just let them have it. And we came on downriver here. We're gonna fish around some barges down here. We did get some fresh skipjack on the way down here, though. We went by a place on the bank that was all lit up, and there were skipjack and shad and stuff flipping everywhere, so we made a few casts, and we got 3 or 4 of them. They're not real big, but it's still fresh skipjack, so it's some good bait. But we're gonna cut up some shad, some skipjack, throw them out, see if there's anything here. If this doesn't work, there's another deep hole with a bunch of wood in it, probably a quarter mile or so down the river here. We'll try that out too. We'll get every last ground in there because I'm gonna need it. Some shad down in there.
What? Done.
No.
Yeah.
It's been overacting up the whole time.
There is a fish on the rod.
Is it big?
I don't know. I feel it
It might be
shaking
a
little
flathead.
bit.
Alright, so we're reeling up to move here, and Landon says he's got one on. This rod's been acting up for a while, but we never had any kind of takedown or anything, but
It's about to come up.
watch that motor.
Whatever it is.
I mean, we had pretty big bait, son. What is that? A little flathead, yeah. I thought it might have been a little flathead. That makes sense on why it was acting the way it was acting. Not the right size flathead, but it's always good to see a flathead. Yeah, we just reeling up to move, and that little guy's been on there the whole time, I guess. Didn't swallow it, did he?
I don't know. It ain't looking good.
Oh, he did? Well, if he did, we'll just... Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He got it down in there pretty bad. I might try to get it out without hurting him, but I don't want to pull on it too hard. Nah, it come out pretty easy. Yeah. Got the hook out. I think he'll be fine. No blood or anything. Didn't feel like it really tore anything up. It came out pretty easy, so hope he'll make it. Wish we had more of them up here on this part of the Ohio River. More flatheads, that is. Bigger ones, you know. We'll put him back and let him do his thing. There he goes. Took me a minute to realize he was free, I think. It's getting late, but we got time for one more spot, I think, before we head out. We should have been down here all night. Flathead having what it looks like to me. With Asian carp mixed in. Oh, there's a takedown. Oh, come get it.
Here, no, you got it.
Pretty good. Reel it in. All right, so we finally had an actual takedown here. That had a skipjack head in it. What's it feel like? It come out of that flathead looking stuff over there. So
I felt a tree on there for a minute, but I think it's out of it now.
maybe the old barge made it bite here.
It's either off or coming towards me real quick.
Still there?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Coming towards me.
Is it shaking?
A little bit.
Blue cat.
It's better than It's definitely better than that flathead, probably.
Well, I hope so. It wasn't a huge piece of bait, so it might be a smaller fish, but I don't care. I'm happy to have it, man. It's been terrible out here this afternoon. I really thought it was going to be good fishing. But it is August on the Ohio River. Not a great time of the year to be out here, but you never know what's going to happen until you get out here and try, I guess.
He's coming towards me real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you'd lost him. Good deal, man. We got us something here anyway. What do you think about them new rods? You ain't got to fight. I really like them. That's a good fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably a 12, 10 pounder, ain't it?
You might go a little more than that. I can't tell. We're going to need the net anyway on this 70 pounders getting ready to bite. Oh, you put your hand. Oh, it's bigger fish than I thought it was.
That's
Yeah.
bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah. Let me push this button in before that thing flops around.
I'm probably about to get in bad shape here.
Yeah. He just put his hand on in there. He said, heck with it. Didn't need no net.
Bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is. Biggest one of the day, I guess. It's about like that first one we caught, probably. I can't even remember what it looked like now, but you can go ahead and put him back. And hopefully we'll freshen this bait up, get it back out. Hopefully we'll catch us another one. Man, look at them rods. They look so good at night. Let's see what they look like without the light on here. You don't even need a light with these rods, really. These rods actually glow in the dark, like they actually charge up. You put a light on them and they'll kind of glow in the dark. And if you put a black light on them, I haven't done it personally, but a friend of mine made a video about these rods and put a black light on them. It's absolutely insane. I'll try to put some of that footage in here. I got some really good deals on these rods. They got some really good deals on shipping, which if you don't know, that's a huge deal when it comes to ordering rods online. Is the shipping kills you normally, but he's got great deals on shipping as well. And if you want an even better deal, I'm gonna put a link in the description. And if you use that link, you'll automatically get 10% off. So if you click on that link and go buy some rods, you'll automatically get a discount, 10%. So you can get a great deal on these rods, and they're just as good as any, maybe some of the best. So check them out. And if you don't like the bright colors, like I mentioned in the other videos, they got any color you want. I'm a big fan of this yellow color, and they really glow good at night. So check them out if you're in the market for some rods. Oh my gosh, what was that? That didn't sound good.
There's not your fish yet.
Not yet. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there he is. I told you.
That ain't the 100. It's not a big fish, I don't think. But I tell you what, I think we're on a few right here. This is more action than we've had all day, really. And we just, I told Lanny when we set up in this spot, I said, just by looking at it, I said we should have been fishing this spot all day, or all afternoon, all night, whatever. There's just so much wood cover down here that's just a slow drop down to about 30 foot of water. Oh, there you look at that. He's gonna pull a little bit there. Yeah, it's a little bitty fish. Not a big fish, but that's that fillet. I just cut a fillet off one of them shad and put it on there. That's what that one is. Yeah, not a big fish, but you got to see the rod bend over anyway. I'll tell you what, if this fish right here wasn't out of the Ohio River, I'd take him home and fry him up, because I've been wanting some fish. That might be our next video. I think we're going to have to go out and get us some fish out of our little local river and take them home and fry them up, because we've been wanting them. But that was going to go back, because I don't eat nothing out of this river, really. Yep, just a little guy. All right, so I guess we'll bait back up and try a little bit longer. And my coffee's starting to wear off. I'm getting pretty tired.
Be careful, don't let it fall in. That's
Like that.
look on the GoPro.
There it is. Look, that might actually be a flathead right there. I believe it is.
Swimming with it.
That's either a flathead or a gar.
You got it.
Let him go for a minute. I don't think it's hooked yet either. That's a small fish.
He's tugging on it.
There you go. He's hooked now. He's hooked. It might be a flathead. It sure did bite like one. All right, another takedown over here coming off the bank. Now this bit just like a flathead in my opinion, so we'll see what it is. It could be a little blue, but it sure did bite like a small flathead or a big one. I don't know, what's it feel like?
I ain't feeling no shaking.
I mean, does it feel heavy?
I don't feel heavy.
It ain't to the boat yet though. Man, well, I tell you what, we're on some fish right now. That's 3 in just a few minutes. Oh, and that's on that shad fillet again. So we're gonna have to put fillets on some more of them. It could just be where that rod's at, but
Might be an old flathead right here.
I believe it's a flathead.
Feels like it.
I'd bet money it's a flathead just on how it bit.
Staying down. It ain't shaking.
It's not big, is it?
Nah, if it is a flathead, it's bigger than the last one. I think so. I can see it there. Little flathead.
Is it? Yeah, another flathead. Not much bigger than the other one, but at least that one actually gave us a little bit of a takedown.
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, it's bigger. Yeah, it's a little bigger than that first flathead you caught. Well, that's 2 flatheads and 3 blues. It's turned out to be a pretty good night. And it ain't over yet. As long as we're catching fish, we won't leave. Yeah, fish, that's twice the size of that first flathead he caught. The one we didn't know that we caught. But it's not a big fish, but it's always nice to see a flathead, you know. We don't have them in huge numbers around here compared to some other places, but there's some here to be caught. Man, those are just some cool fish. I really should try to target them more, but I guess that's kind of why we set up in this spot. I said it looked like some flathead stuff. There's a lot of wood down here, so maybe we'll catch his granddaddy. You can go ahead and throw him back. All right, let's put some more shad fillets on. Let's put a couple. We'll bait a couple rods up with shad fillets. It seems to be working. So that's all we're doing. We'll just cut the fillets off, and then we can always use the head if we need it. Probably won't use that, but you could still, you know, trim this up, make it straight where it flow good in the water, and use that part with the backbone in it there. But this is what we're throwing right now, just the fillets. That was a little bit smaller side there, so I'm gonna put both sides on it. Normally I just do one side. It's hard to believe that the way you cut your bait can make that big of a difference, but I've seen it happen multiple times where if they prefer the bait cut a certain way, sometimes that makes all the difference. So we'll try a couple rods with these fillets on them, and then we'll know for sure. If they keep biting, we'll mess around and be here till daylight. Coffee's wearing off, so hopefully they keep biting. If not, I'll be asleep. This one out in the deeper water, but so far everything's came off the bank, so I almost feel like I need to put another one up on the bank over there. I finally remembered while we were sitting here to adjust my rod holders. I had all my rod holders straight off the back of the boat because the way I used to mount my camera, that's the only way I could get them all in frame, but don't have that problem anymore, and I keep forgetting to angle my rod holders out a little bit to get a better angle when I cast, you know, cast everything out to the sides. So we finally adjusted them. I like that better, and it also used to have a problem with the rod hitting my stern light back here. I don't have that problem now, so I think that's a lot better. Took me about 2 years, but I finally remembered to do it. Chair's gone.
Oh yeah, it's up here.
Kickback rocker, best seat, best boat seat in the world if you got room for it here. I really don't have room for it, but I'm using it anyway. I'll tell you what, something blows my mind now. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that might be a little bit better there.
You know what that was on?
What?
It was on a shad fillet. You can tell by how it hit it, boy. Yeah, so we put another shad fillet on the complete opposite side of the boat, and that's the one that went down, so there's definitely something to it here. Look at it go. Look at that. Man, I love these rods. I don't want to keep mentioning it and sound like a salesman or something, but I'm just loving the action of these new rods. Got too much line on this reel and it's hitting the frame. And just pull off a little bit of it. Yeah, this fish came out of about 28 foot of water. Oh, that's better than I thought. Look at that. He just hadn't woke up yet. What's going on? We had pretty much gave up on catching anything, and then we find this spot. I guess that's why you don't give up. Look at him go. Look at that. What is this? He must be. When he came up, he looked decent. There it is. Oh,
Oh, man.
What in the world? I didn't think it was that big.
That's like a 30-pounder.
Or at least, yeah, we're gonna need the net. Oh. Still got the shaft blades hanging off the line there. What is going on with this spot? This saved the day, didn't it?
You mean that him?
Yeah, I get him. Yeah, man, I didn't think we was gonna catch nothing. We caught that one fish up there when we first got here bumping. It didn't have another bite. But we figured it out when we came down here to this spot. Man, I'm glad we didn't. When we left that last spot, I almost just turned around and left. Glad I didn't. Let's get him in here. Yeah, that's a 30-pounder, ain't it?
At least.
Let's just go ahead and I'll unhook him and we'll put the scales on him. $38.5. So 35.5, we'll just call him 35. Heck yeah, biggest one of the day by far. We got another barge coming.
It's a long barge right there.
Yeah, towel, ain't it?
Yeah.
We don't have a glove, do we? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick this sleeve of this hoodie in his mouth. That ought to cushion it a little bit there. Oh, yep, see, I'm already glad I did that. 35. There's probably a bigger one down there. Depends on how long we want to wait. Oh. That is a big old fish now that I got him up here, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Can you see him good? I need to do anything different?
Looks fine to me.
All right, well, let's get him on back. Get some more fillets out there. Well, look what he just dumped out there. That's gonna be some good smelling stuff, ain't it? All right, man, I'm tickled to death with that. This has turned out to be a really good night. I don't know how much longer we're gonna stay. We got an hour drive home. So don't want to get too tired, but man, it's fun when you catch them like this. Oh my, what the freak is that? Oh, there it is, boys. There it is, Lanny. Get it. All right, the old fillet just went down again. Another takedown. Is he coming at you? That's what that last one did. I hope he didn't look.
It come off.
Did it?
Come off. Yeah.
Oh man, that one looked like a good one too. It stayed down for a while. Man, oh well. Well, maybe we'll get another one. All right, as much as me and Landon want to stay and try to catch some more fish, we're getting pretty tired. I'm starting to feel kind of crazy, so that's when you know it's time to call it a day. But we had fun out here today. It took us a while to figure it out, but once we did, we caught some pretty good fish. And don't forget, if you guys want to check these rods out, I'll put a link in the description and in the comment section. All you have to do is just click on that link. It'll take you to the website and you'll automatically get 10% off just for clicking on the link. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time.